Alright guys, I was previously doing a 200 mil Slayer XP grind, but as you guys know, with being on and off for RuneScape for so long as we all do, it was just something that I fell out of love with. I have wrapped my head around the idea of doing a series, or just in general for RuneScape purposes, just focusing on boss kill counts. I'm a very, very weird OCD person, and honestly, at the end of the day, I think it would be way more impressive to me and more successful to me if I just ended my kill counts with a very round number. So, the intro to this, I'm really just going to kind of show you guys what I've been doing over the last couple of years. I'm going to sell my Slayer tab, and I'm going to start buying some gear so I can play on multiple accounts, so I can boost my main account here to get the certain kill counts, okay? This isn't going to be some super long dragged out series per se, but it will be something that I'll be probably dropping a video every week or every 2 weeks to update the kill count, and I'll be keeping all the drops until I get that kill count. So I'm not actually really even going for drops specifically, I'm just going for kill counts. And honestly, for me personally, I think setting a kill count goal is always going to be better, because that means I'm not going to be constantly looking for the next drop or the next drop. I know when I'm going to stop, and that's it. Okay, so I just want to get into the tab that I have for the Slayer for the past couple of years, and let's liquidate it. All right, I did a lot of unorthodox Slayer, a lot of AFK tasks that were actually worth the GP per time is what I was doing. So I would do like spiritual mages, I would even do demonic gorillas, mostly because I love demonic gorillas, and they're like 4 mil an hour. But this is what I've accumulated over the last couple of years. This was 15 mil to 25 mil Slayer XP, so it wasn't really too much, but you know, somebody that just lost the desire to chase 200 mil Slayer XP, when it's been something that I wanted to do for like the last 6 years, and I just never jumped on it to really do it, to record the series, it's never going to happen, and I need to face the reality of that. So let me just get this all out, and I'm going to sell it, and you'll see what we're getting. All right, I did a lot of unorthodox Slayer, a lot of AFK tasks that were actually worth the GP per time is what I was doing. So I would do like spiritual mages, I would even do demonic gorillas, mostly because I love demonic gorillas, and they're like 4 mil an hour. But this is what I've accumulated over the last couple of years. This was 15 mil to 25 mil Slayer XP, so it wasn't really too much. But you know, somebody that just lost the desire to chase 200 mil Slayer XP, when it's been something that I wanted to do for like the last 6 years, and I just never jumped on it to really do it, to record the series, it's never going to happen, and I need to face the reality of that. So let me just get this all out, and I'm going to sell it, and you'll see what we're getting. It was really hard to keep up with like what items dropped and what was dropping and where to sell things at profit. So I really wasn't going to sell until I hit 200 mil Slayer XP. Like for example, Archer's rings when I started this were like 4.5, and then went up to 5 mil. Berserker rings were around 5 mil at some point. But I think what is really cool is like things like Zenite shards. Whenever I started, they were like 7 mil, and now they're 15.9. So it's bittersweet, but it has to be done. Alright, this is what the loot is from the Slayer tab here, and then this all is from, what is it, Kingdom and Bird Nest runs. I was going to save up to 10k and get rid of them all, but whatever. Giant seaweeds, I actually had 16 buckets and 2,400 Celestial Sparks, all the way to get Groot. Okay, here, 10 Groot is right there, but we are at 156 mil farming XP, so I kind of offloaded a couple of things beforehand. So let me go ahead and loot these guys, and then sell off the rest of this stuff, and then open up the clues and see what we get from the past 2 years of searching for this damn farming pet and Slayer. Alright, and what do we got from here? Another 110 mil. I was like 59 mil from the Kingdom, and then another 57 mil from looting the nests, the seeds, and selling the bird's nest, obviously. So pretty profitable. I'll probably keep up with the Kingdom still to collect bird eggs. It's just passive, but other than that, I'm pretty tired doing that stuff. So let's get on with the clues. And before we get on to those, obviously I was doing some Coliseum runs, so we'll go ahead and get rid of this stuff as well. Because like I said, just starting over, brand new essentially, and put as much GP back into the account so we can get enough gear to do everything that we want to do when we're boosting. And there were a couple more things that snuck by that I forgot about, so we'll get rid of these real quick, but it shouldn't add too much to to the total. So that does indeed bring my total to 941 mil. That's definitely going to allow me enough to do the first portion of my kill count streak, which, if you haven't guessed it already, if I haven't mentioned it before, it's going to be 5,000 corp kills. So I'll be playing on a total of 3 accounts. I actually did this way long ago for my core pet on my main account. It was pretty simple. This was actually before we even had Void Waker or the Osmutant Fang. So this was just with Zammy Spears. I believe I was getting like 20 to 25 kills an hour, being pretty lax on it. So I believe the Noxious Halberd is now best in slot. I'll have to do a stat comparison to make sure what's going to be best. But with all the gear upgrades and everything else that we do have now, I'm probably looking around 25, maybe even 30 kills an hour. So let me pull up the collection log for you guys real quick. So the collection log, it is not complete, but it is funny enough because I did get 2 arcanes on this account. I got a Spectral, one of the alts sniped the Spectral, and one of the alts sniped an Ellie. Good thing the ult did not snipe the Pet Dark Core though, so we got pretty lucky on that. But you know, like I said, about 4,120 more kills to go, and we are done. So hopefully we'll just fill this out, and if not, hey, tough shit. So we've got a lot of different options here as far as what we can do or what I can do. I feel like since I don't really want to be tanking as much as my main or at all because I want to always get the drop, I want to prioritize more stab but a pretty good melee strength bonus as well. So in comparison to the Noxious Halberd, we are actually looking at 135, 189, and then we're looking at 190, 158. So this is going to allow me or make sure I'm going to be hitting all the time essentially, especially since I'm going to be Elder Mauling the Corp down quite a bit. As far as the ults go, no idea what their setup's going to be. Probably just going to use like Blessed D'Hide to soak up some damage and just a higher strength bonus. I do want to be prioritizing the highest crush bonus as possible with the ults, so this will be the setup that I will be using for my ults as well. I do think it's kind of funny. I'm getting on looking at my accounts and seeing what the differences are. And like one of the accounts, I don't have an imbued Tyrannical Ring, but so that means that account is going to be the Spec Transfer alt account. So that account's going to be transferring over to my other account, who obviously does have a Tyrannical Ring and the Max Crush bonus, while it teleports in and out, spec transferring if I'm missing my hammers over and over again. Alright, I wanted to show right here just like a first kill of like how it's going to look and how smooth it actually is going to be. So let me set everything up, let me get the 2 cannons in there, and we'll go from there. Alright, so the cannons are firing. Let us go ahead and pot up here. Get everybody in. So the first person in is obviously going to be the ult account. We're going to go here, boom, and then we're going to run. Spec transfer. And then we will. The cannons aren't firing per se, that's fine. Now, this will take some getting used to for me again, because it's been quite a long time since I've done something like this. So, got the boss on me here. Gonna make sure we grab one of these bad boys. And make sure just to eat appropriately as we can. We did have 3 hammers hit, so that's beautiful. Now, I actually did die a lot when I started doing this forever ago at the beginning. And so one thing that I do get to do is constantly teleport back and forth. Constantly just teleport back and forth just because, what is it? Oh, and then we can dump our specs here just to make sure we're getting the kills. Boom, 76, love that. really know how long this kill is. It kind of feels pretty routine for me. I don't really feel like I missed out too much on it. 938 damage on the main account, so that kind of worked beautifully. Alright, first kill back, and we're going with some Adior. Okay, cool. So that's essentially how things are going to go for this, for the next 1,000 or 4,000 or so kills. Okay, so let me go ahead and get out of here and recap that. Alright, so that kill was actually super fast. It did not last 2 minutes. As you can see, it was a live recording. But just from like start to finish, from like getting the cannon set up, etc., that actually makes it that 2 minute there. It was probably about a minute and a half per kill. Re-gearing and re-getting back there is about another 35, maybe 40 seconds. At most, we'll say a minute to get back in there once the cannons are all set up. So if I can do a kill every 2 minutes, we should be at least doing about 30 kills an hour, somewhere around 30 kills an hour, which is what I projected it to be with the new gear changes. So looking forward to doing this grind and giving you guys some videos. I really wanted to just tap into my creativity and use the extra spare time that I have to be putting stuff on YouTube. So the next couple of videos, the next couple of clips that you guys will be seeing is just going to be some kill count recaps and how the sessions have been going. Alright, some other things that I didn't mention that I'm doing is like venging my main account as well, and then I'm using PMEX on one of the alt accounts, the specs transfer account, just so it's I don't have to focus on it as much. But get another kill here because this will be kill 1,000. So obviously we will record this, and that's somewhat of a milestone. So get up here, make sure, boom, spec transfer goes over. Get another hammer hit. Boom. Throw another venge. Set the accounts up correctly. We got 4 hammer hits on this. Beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and dump a couple Karasi specs in here. Forgot to summon the thralls. There we go. And I do have the the AFK indicator thing set to 45 HP. So if my HP does drop below that, then it'll just flash one of my screens, and when it does that, I know to eat. That is, I do remember doing that a while ago when I was doing this for the pet run, and that helped an incredible amount. Like it was so helpful. It was actually crazy. So over 3/4 of the kill done already. Man, I wish I could get 4 hammer hits every single time, but. You know, shit in one hand and put your once in the other and see which one fills up faster. Don't know if anybody else's parents told them that growing up, but mine did. Alright, so kill 1,000 coming in. Court moved there, so that could have been pretty bad. Kill 1,000 coming in. Boom, Onyx Bolt's tip. Only Onyx Bolt tips, beautiful, beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here now. Get on out of here. And you know, something I didn't realize is the Crystal Halberd's probably a much better spec weapon there once its defense is lowered. So we're gonna use this bad boy. All right, so I've learned a couple of things like cannon placement, where I should be placing it, but more importantly, that the Void Waker is better. Because if you only hit 2 hammers, then the Crystal Halley is not going to be that good. If you hit 2 hammers and you're using the Void Waker, it is going to be pretty good. And then they're both pretty good at 3. So I like what I'm doing. I like what I'm cooking with here. So I've got about 120 kills in now. So 121 now. So let's keep pushing. Alright, so couldn't get the live recording, but we did get a little arcane sigil, so I believe that actually does not even, let's see, where are we at? I think that's my 3rd one on here, right? Yep, 3rd one. So still missing a Spectral and an Ellie. Fucking love it. Let's go. Alright, hey guys. Coming in at 1,700 kill count here for the Corporeal Beast right here. Learned a lot. I've been live streaming a bunch of this, and I'm streaming with all 3 accounts up on the screen, so being able to record clips and whatever to fit it all in isn't really my strong suit or my style, so I'm kind of probably just going to do every 100 kill update what the bank is looking like, just for you guys to see. Also, I've learned a couple of things, like for starters, the Noxus Halberd is the best in slot for Corp if you do hit 3 or more Elder Mauls. Anything under that, I would use the Fang and the Vernic up until I hit those 3 or 4 Elder Maul specs. But this is what the tab's looking like so far. This is a little over 730 kills. It's technically 718 on my main account, but luckily for me, my alt account did snipe an arcane, so that's why we got 2 in there. So out of total, I have had, let's see, checking here, 34 kills sniped from my 2 alt accounts. I do have that figured out 100% now. I haven't had a snipe in quite a long while, it's pretty much down to a science now. But this is what it's looking like here. I've gotten 4 elites. However, 1 did despawn on me. I totally forgot to pick it back up, so we're going pretty good. So I'll just kind of have like an update at the end of every 100 kills like this. It'll be a little quicker than this, but just some more explanations of what I've been finding out in my journey of doing this. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks. Here's another 100 kill update on the loot here. So got this one all in one day, all in one sit down. I'm actually still alive as I'm doing this, so I'll probably do about another 50, maybe probably another 50 kills for the day. But here's what the loot tab is looking like for the day with that extra 100, and we got this another clue scroll to do. So we'll end up doing that at the end of the stream. So. All right, another 100 kills down. Update on the loot tab here. Pretty much the same. No big sigils here. I think we got another casket though, so that's pretty cool. And got another elite there, but 1900. Probably gonna finish this off with 2,000 kills this episode here, and then every episode will be about 1,000 kills. So now that I've kind of got a headspace of how I want the video to look and be formatted wise, it should be pretty simple for me. So I'll see you at 2,000, or maybe a sigil before then, who knows. So I've logged on to quite a surprise here. I log on, it says finish selling 1,926 antidotes. Now, from earlier, I put a bunch of corp drops that I had already in the bank in the Grand Exchange for well over their middle price. Like I had extra Cosmic runes, soul runes, law runes. I put them in for like 1k each, whatever the case may be. Saw all my antidotes sold. No idea what they... Like, I don't even remember what I put them in for, but I was like, these will never sell. I want to keep them. They sold for 10k each. They are 6,300 each. Don't know what happened. Absolutely no idea. But a win's a win. And just for the record, I will try to buy one. Their active trade price is 5,900. I'm just going to try to buy one for 10k. Obviously it buys because that's insane. Wow, thanks. I don't know who did this shit, but a little bit of profit has never hurt anybody. Well, shit, looks like we got a jar of spirits, so that means only an Ellie and a Spectral to go to finish up the log. Let's fucking go. A win's a win. Alright, kill 2,000 to wrap this up, so that's going to be the end of the episode here. You can head over to the bank. I think, we've done a pretty good job trying to figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to kill the beast here. So I actually did a total of 1,018 kills on my main account to round it out to 2,000 kill counts. One of the alts stole 20 kills, and the other alt stole 19 kills as I was trying to figure out what was the best way to go about this method. And since I found out, there's probably only been about 10 stolen kills total. The alt did snipe an arcane, so it is kind of unfortunate as far as the kill log goes, but that is okay. But here's what we're looking at as far as the main account, and then I've got about 2,300 raw sharks there too, so that is actually in a different tab completely. But that's probably going to pretty much do it for this episode here, guys. Thank you for anybody that made it this far, and if you are interested in trolling anything, I hope you catch me on Twitch, or really enjoy these videos. Thank you guys. Until next time.